Round 36 commentary. Kinda late. Better late than never. Shout out to the producer, Big Kurt the Gym. He used a sample from I forgot the name of the band, but it was the song to be like, off with your head, dance, dance till you're dead. I thought it was a cool sample. Of course, I like the original song, and you know, he threw some drums on top of that joint. People complained that it wasn't enough bass. I've never been a bass heavy type person. Of course, I like bass. I think everybody likes bass. I've never depended on bass to be drawn to music because my first influence was classical music, and there wasn't no fucking drums in classical music. That's just straight piano. These dudes just building melodies. So Sydney Banks, finally, man, finally, The Rock has come back. Sorry. Sydney has been competing since round 23, and he's been competing regularly in a lot of rounds. And I really appreciate this guy because every time he shows up, he drops dope shit. I liked his song. I think he had a catchy chorus. I think he always has some of the best bars out of any rapper here. And I think it's a good thing that a song like this won, so people can see that like you don't have to have some fancy concept to win the standard. All you really have to do is bring something real and be yourself. Shout out to all the artists. Pull up the document. There's a lot of artists this round, man. There's a lot of shout outs. Sydney Banks, No Ben Frey, Geechee Gullah, Year 85, Denzi Cotrell, SK, Fame, Will Bleezy the Don, Boss P, Daryl V. Yo, that shit rhyme. Liam, my bad. Majin Morris. One of those. CJ Analyst and Legit. Shout out to Legit, man. Fucking DQ broke my heart. Let me just say this. Y'all lucky Legit got disqualified, because if he didn't, I feel like it was a clear victory. This is probably one of the most populated rounds of the deck. We had a really good money pot. Shout out to Year 85 for winning the money pot. He won like over $100. Okay, let's talk about my top four. Of course, the actual top four was Sydney at number 1, No Ben Frey at number 2, Geechee Gullah at number 3, Year 85 at number 4. My top four would have looked like No Ben Frey at number 1, Geechee Gullah at number 2, Sydney at number 3, and Year 85 at number 4. I would have had No Ben Frey at number 1 because I felt like he was the most unique, and he had a vocal delivery that was just as good as any of the other artists in my opinion. I enjoyed his song the most, so he scored higher than a lot of other artists in entertainment. No Ben Frey is always one of the most unique artists in the round, you know. Every round I feel like that. People just don't bring the type of shit that he brings. And I think it's very, very dope what he's doing. Number 2, I would have had Geechee Gullah because him and Sydney had similar songs, but I just feel like Geechee had a slightly better delivery. And I liked how his song came together a little more. The raw content, I felt like he delivered his message in a memorable way. He's got the swagger in his voice. He's got the fucking Number 3, I would have had Sydney Banks. Again, Sydney just brought a dope song. I just felt like he wasn't as original and he wasn't as entertaining as the ones above him. At number 4, Year 85. It's pretty funny that he still cracked the top 4 with the singing that he did, because you know a lot of people complained about the singing. I mean, the singing wasn't good. Even he knew it wasn't good. But the fact that he's still top 4 with a very weak chorus, and that his verses were able to carry him to the top 4. Come on, man. Year 85, that guy's a problem. The song that's stuck in my head. Hold on, let me pull it up. You ain't even gotta fucking wonder what's in my head, dude. About to bump this shit. Get to the chorus, yo. Financial. my shit right there. I finance your finance. You know, sometimes you just hear a song and you know it has a line that's just gonna stick. From the first time I heard it, I was quoting that line. If something grabs me and I feel like quoting something and giving somebody props, I will give you props. I will quote your song. I will fucking make sure goddamn people know that I love your shit. Not cause I'm trying to like dick ride nobody. It's just I co-sign shit that I like. Who got gypped this round, man? Let's take a look here. Honestly, I don't feel like anybody got gypped. Nobody placed way lower than what they should have. I could say legit got gypped. Shout out to the judges. Like I said, the judges are getting better and better at getting these scores right. But legit, that was heartbreaking, man. Legit got gypped by the system. How about that? Shout out to the sponsors. That will be me, my business, Gene U, and shout out to U3 Radio. They are a regular sponsor every round. Final statement about this round. This was a fucking weird ass round. Like, it was good, but then at the same time it was just bad. It was just a lot of bad subs. I'd say from place 13 all the way up to 5. Even, hold up, from 13 to 4. I felt like it was just bad shit in all those subs. It was either your whole song was bad or you had good verses and just a horrible chorus. It was just one of them rounds where it was just a bunch of disappointments. You know, we got people dropping whack subs. We got people complaining about the beat. We got the best sub of the round getting disqualified. Like, what the this round broke my heart. But then, you know, 3 subs came through and I felt like they were the only 3 that was like just solid from start to finish. The quantity of subs is great. I like to see that a lot of people show up. But, you know, I'll take a quality round over a quantity round any day. Had a lot of people getting salty this round. There's a lot of salt. This round was very high in sodium. It started off as a very lackluster round. I thought it was going to be real whack, but then as more subs kept coming in, it just gave us more to talk about, you know, whether it's something good we're talking about or something bad. As long as your round is generating interest and people are intrigued and talking about your round, I think it's a good thing. We can't all be the standard. We can't all be the standard. I ain't sang that shit in a while. Shout out to my boy B Star, aka Anthony Brady, aka Jinx. You can tell I'm tired. I got the fucking lazy eyes on and shit. Why am I still talking, man? Shit.
Highly overrated, oversaturated. If you do get famous, no one's glad you made it. If you ain't saying shit, I guess it ain't real music. But tell me what is real music. Say what the fuck is real music? We just wanna vibe out, ride out. We just wanna vibe out.